有没有一部片这么恐怖，让在戏院看电影的观众都成了这副模样？7月中，在美国一上映就抢下票房冠军的《丽婴宅》，因为改编自真实事件，让鬼故事更加惊悚。剧情取材自美国著名驱魔夫妻档华伦夫妇经手过最惊悚的案例：一间闹鬼的房子，一个恐怖的鬼娃娃，一个收藏被附身物品的博物馆，全部都是真的。
Everything and anything in here we have investigated. Don't ever touch anything, and if you do, let me know. This is the worst thing in here. It's that doll. I'm not gonna stare at it though. So you can take the picture, but I'm not gonna stare at it because that has done bad harm on a lot of people.
And that's the one that's sort of depicted a little bit in this movie, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's the Annabelle doll. Yes.
Did you visit the museum or?
He was courageous enough to visit the Museum of the Occult. And
I felt like you had to. When you know, I didn't touch anything, but
You touched Annabelle.
I did. I played with Annabelle. Hello. Yeah, I made up funny voices for her. No, I didn't. If nothing happens, then you go, oh, yeah, it's just a doll. And if something does happen,
That happened.
if it ever did happen, she broke my speech. If something does happen, then, you know, you're just gonna kick yourself, going, why did I mess with fate?
虽然拍摄时演员们都聚在一起，没什么好怕，但大伙还是跟看过电影的我们一样，有蛮多后遗症的。
Well, we don't play any clapping games.
In Taiwan, we normally will hold a worship ceremony before shooting some movie like this. And how about in Hollywood? Do you do any protection or any?
That's like the Hong Kong filmmakers do that as well, right?
Yeah.
They pray.
Yeah.
They bless.
Yeah.
I would have liked to. I think we should start that.
I think so too.
And he's telling me about throwing salt too.
That's
like,
right.
As a way of clearing it out. So.
I wish. Yeah, we don't do rituals in this country. Like.
Yeah, we need more.
Yeah.
More rituals.
No, they don't do that in Hollywood. But having said that, because of the subject nature of this film, we did consult clergymen. For example, you know, in the movie, what we see played on the Super 8 film that's playing, the guy that's playing the priest, who's performing an exorcism, right? In the Super 8 movie, he's a professor at the university in North Carolina who specializes in. He's a theological professor who specializes in demonic possessions.
So do you prepare anything to protect yourself, like an amulet or crosses? Anything?
Oh, that's interesting.
We were armed with relics that Lorraine Warren herself gave us.
Yeah, the crosses and some relics that helped.
What are you guys?
We've been called demonologists, paranormal researchers.
这次我们也专访已经高龄超过80岁的华伦女士，不过老实说，真的嗲嗲的。
I have to confess that I don't dare to shake hands with you after I see this film. And,
You won't catch nothing.
I was so scared by the movie. And how do you feel about getting back to all this?
I have to do it. I have to do it all the time. Every home that I go into isn't necessarily that bad, you know, but you must have your faith. Without your faith, there's no protection.
And how did you discover your gift? You must go through a lot
of misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Yes, it started when I was about 7, and I was in a private Catholic girls' school, and I began to see lights around people. I didn't know what the lights were. I didn't know anything about auras or things of that nature. And when I tried to talk to the nuns, they just did not understand me and told me to go and pray. And so there was, and I couldn't talk to my parents because I thought they would, think I was crazy. And it was hard. it wasn't an easy road. I met and married my husband, who I love very much. He grew up in a haunted home. Like he would say, his parents would tell him to go to the movies like in the afternoon. And if his parents weren't going to be home at night until late, he would stay on the porch. He wouldn't go into the house. You know, that's sad. That's really, really sad. You know, now I've never experienced it. I grew up in a very loving Irish Catholic home. So that was a protection for me. And then he began to really understand, you know. Then we worked together for a very long time. I have lost him, and my son-in-law has been helping me. Tony has been helping me a great deal.
So will you keep the museum forever?
Forever? I don't know when forever is going to be, honey. Well, I have a Catholic priest that lives on my property. I was ill. I was in the hospital, and I had surgery, knee replacement, and it was really a bad situation. And he came to visit me, and then he said something about my pets. And he said, I could take care of the pets, he says, until you get on your feet. And he did, and he did that. And he's never gone, he has an apartment on my property. And so, I get a lot of protection that way.
丽英宅的成功，除了华伦女士让人胆战心惊的真人实事做后盾，导演温子仁也功不可没。别看导演像个学生，备受恐怖片迷爱戴的夺魂剧、婴儿房等片都出自他之手。
Why are you so into horror movies?
Cause I'm a fan of it. You know, growing up, I love scary movies. I love all kinds of movies, but they always say scary films is a great way to break into the film business with.
等一下，导演讲话的讲话，旁边那个娃娃真的很不舒服哎。等一下哦，这样好多了，继续。
And sure enough, I did that with Saw, and when you do something very well, Hollywood likes to get you to repeat yourself, and so you know that's where I am right now.
So are you scared at all, or?
I am very scared, yes. I find these kind of movies scary. That's why I love them. Part of the reason why I think, you know, my scare scenes are effective for a lot of people is the camera work. And it's you know, the way you design the camera work really puts the audience into the scene, and if the audience is in there with the characters, right, then if the characters see something that they're not sure of, you as an audience are seeing it along with them, and you're not sure of what you're seeing as well. And I think it's that kind of sort of psychological gameplay that makes it really cool.
而他接下来的大挑战是接手华人前辈导演林奕斌执导《玩命关头7》，鬼片导演导动作片 OK 吗？
They're just gonna have to wait and see. But I will say this: I'm a big action fan. I've been wanting to do big action movies since I was a kid, and I'm finally getting the chance to do it.
Something inhuman has latched itself to your family.
说真的，相信每个人都不想碰到鬼，连我们要采访丽英宅都得鼓足勇气。
There's supposed to be some spirit on the second floor, on this floor?
Yeah. Don't scare me.
Careful.
而饰演华伦女士的维拉在访问时又不停怪笑，让我们更有背后凉凉的 feel。
On his feet, he's an adult. I can't believe you told me that. I'm so sorry.
Oscar nominated.
Wow, you're
I got her. Nothing personal, I assure you.
So if you hear something in the cellar or something in the closet, would you go to check or?
It depends. I've done that before, you know, like if, you know, when you're living alone in your house and you hear a sound somewhere in the kitchen, you kind of want to go check, you know, you kind of want to go see what it is, but you also grab a baseball bat, just in case.
Really?
Well, I have to. My wife makes me.
Yeah. My husband makes me. No, just kidding.
Let me just say, if I did experience something that big, I would stop making these kind of movies.